Good afternoon. A new report is warning that Scotland is teetering on the brink of recession. The Fraser of Allender Institute says household budgets could be squeezed, with only minimal economic growth predicted over the next 3 years.
Earnings have taken quite a significant hit, so we've seen that the actual amount of money that people have in their pockets to spend has actually been declining. And one of the things that we know is going to happen over the next few months is inflation is likely to pick up to be close to about 3%. But if you're only getting a pay increase of 1 or 2% in a year, that means that the amount of money you have to spend on day-to-day things will fall.
At the last First Minister's questions before the summer break, Nicola Sturgeon has faced tough questions about delayed farm payments. She said the government was working flat out to get millions of pounds of payments to farmers by tomorrow's deadline.
Last week, the First Minister had to apologise to farmers over messing up their payments again. That was the substance of this. But now she owes the Parliament an apology for not being straight about it. Will she give it?
The most important thing and the most important message I wanted to send last week, and the same message I want to send this week, is this one. We are working flat out to get the payments into the bank accounts of farmers, and we are seeing progress being made in that with, on a daily basis up to the deadline, which is midnight tomorrow.
New figures show decommissioning North Sea oil installations could cost nearly £60 billion. The cost of removing platforms such as the Brent Delta will have to be met by oil companies and the taxpayer. The UK Oil and Gas Authority wants the work to be completed for less than £39 billion, but is warning significant change will be needed to meet the target. Football and St Johnstone get their season underway against FK Trakai in the Europa League first qualifying round tonight. The visitors, who are currently second in the Lithuanian top division, were put through their paces at McDermott Park last night.
On paper, we would be the favourites. There's no doubt the SPL is a stronger league than their league, but they're a side, playing with a fair degree of confidence. They're on a good run at the minute, and they're difficult to beat.
Now here's Joe with a look at the weather forecast.
STV Weather, sponsored by Thompson.
Hello, the North West Highlands managed 19 Celsius yesterday. A whole different day today with wet and windy weather spilling its way gradually up towards the Western Isles where it has remained dry. But it looks like this heavy and persistent rain will really set in as we go through the day, remaining across the northwest, turning a little bit more patchy away towards the southeast, but it stays wet and blustery and on the cool side. So as we go through tonight, temperatures will be similar. 12 Celsius for many, the breeze beginning to ease off. Tomorrow looks quite cloudy and damp, but should brighten up from the west later on.
STV Weather, sponsored by Thompson.
That's all for now. Join us later for the news and sport at 6. Until then, have a very good afternoon.